Yo, people, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? Guys, welcome, everybody. Welcome. Hope you guys are good. Listen, this is going to be a quick one, man. It's going to be a quick one because we got to fight. It is fight night, they say. So, guys, welcome. Guys, listen, we're going to be talking about Ruben Amorim, guys. All right? We're going to be talking about Ruben Amorim. All right? We heard his first few words. All right? And again, what's up, Alex? Kamixi 114, first through the gate. Welcome, people. Listen, good to see everybody, man. Good to see you all. I see I have Defiant in the house, all the way on the TikTok side. That's what's up, people. Listen, finally, we got a few words from our manager, right? Listen, from that interview, what I saw, Keenan, what's going on, my man? Listen, the game plan is this, guys, for tonight. So we're gonna do this real quick, finish it up, and then I don't know if some of you guys are fans of the boxing that is going on right now. Listen, I want to see Iron Mike do his thing. All right, but I said, I gotta jump in here and chat with all you guys. All right, and before we jump into the Iron Mike battle, all right, which should be interesting. I know I'm looking shiny today. I know, man. I'm using a different camera because I had to multitask. Yeah, man. Listen, Amorim, one thing I heard from him today was he wants to restore the identity. Right, guys? He wants to restore the identity. That was the key thing that I picked up from that interview, right? He emphasized that we need time, obviously, but we have to win time. Come on. This guy had, like the way these quotes that he came up with, that was pretty dope. All right. He said, we need time, but we have to win time. All right. Basically, here is telling us that he acknowledges that there needs to be some patience, right? But also recognizes that the urgency of results, right? It isn't just a talk, it's a challenge that he's willing to take on head first, right? Yeah, man. So I see that Defiant is saying that Manu Ugarte got the winner for Uruguay today. Okay, that's what's up. I didn't see that. It's been a lot going on today, man. Pro Pio, he's saying that I kind of look like Denzel Dumfries. It's so funny, man. Whenever I go to these lives, I was told I look like Martin Luther King. I was told I look like Denzel Washington, Obama. I mean, really, it's crazy. Now, Pro Pierre 234 is telling me I look like Denzel Dumfries. That's too funny, man. Listen, if I have his skills, that will be all right. So, guys, listen. Amorim said, listen, man. We need time, but he's gonna go in from the first game. We're gonna see his imprint on what we're trying to do on that field, right? Which I think that is something that it's important because a lot of when Ten Hag was here, we didn't see that the entire time he was there, right? So I like the fact that he's going in there saying, you know what, that's what we're gonna do. All right, that's what we're gonna do. Yes, we may lose. Okay, that's one thing we gotta understand, that we may lose, but he's gonna make sure that we see something on that field, because of course playing a back three, something that we've never done before, right? Is tricky. All right, it's tricky, but we're gonna go ahead and do our thing. Now he's saying I look like Moise Caicedo. That is too funny, man. That is too funny. But yeah, man, guys, how did you feel watching our new gaffer, head coach Ruben Amorim, taking that interview? Dude, the vibe I'm getting from him is like automatically you are like, listen, I like, even if I was playing, I would want to be managed by this guy, from the aura, like the way. Another thing is, one thing I gotta give it to him, his English is pretty good. So when it comes to communication, we're not going to have that problem with our players, right? So I'm excited with that. And again, he is calm, he's confident, he feels privileged to be in this situation where being able to manage this humongous club in Man United. So again, he looks motivated. You can see, and it kind of seeps through the whole team, even the people who work at Manchester at Old Trafford yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw some of the videos as he's going. He actually made sure he shook everybody's hand, all right, which is like wow, like it's something really good, man. Define is saying, I hope everything works out for him. Listen, Define, I know that's the only thing we can do. All right, that's the only thing we can do because we had kind of the same type of vibes with Ten Hag, but it didn't work out. But this with him is different. With him is different. Like the way everybody's feeling across the club is different. And he also said, like, listen, with him, he knew that this is the place where he needs to be based on the connection that he made from the get-go with Barada, Ashworth, and then when they came and talked to him, try to bring him to Old Trafford, right? So that connection was already made. So he was like, he felt like, yo, this is it. This is where I need to be. You know what I mean? Heard he wants us to use Rashi. Yes, Define. That's another thing we're going to check. We're going to talk to. He definitely does. From what we see from reports, is he wants to use Rashi as a number 9. Guys, what do you think about that? Do you want to see Rashi as a number 9? Man, it's one of those. One thing with Rashi is he's not very good playing with back to goal, right? But with Amorim, the way he plays it's kind of different from a normal, like his striker. If you look at Gyökeres, he doesn't really play with back to goal. It's one of those like he gets balls, put in front of him, and then he runs into the ball, right? Now, when it comes to pace, Rashi can do it, right? Rashi can do that. And honestly, Rashi is a good finisher too. So it's all a matter of Rashi wanting to play, because lately, from what we've seen, a lot of you guys, I don't know if you've seen, like Rashi looks like he's not motivated, right? He looks like he's not happy, right? I don't know what is going on. It could be something going on with his personal life, that kind of thing, which we don't know, or he's going through something. But he looks like he lost that excitement to ball, right? So yeah. So if that is a route, it makes sense for me, like because the way Amorim wants to play, I really don't see Rashi playing as a wing back, right? If it, as a wing back. Even Garnacho, to me, is kind of crazy to think if Garnacho is going to play as a wing back. But I don't see Rashi playing. But Rashi, the advantage with him is he can play as a striker. So if you don't start Rasmus, you can start Rashi. All right. Xerxes can play as the 2 10s. So that could work, yeah. But it's going to be interesting. And again, it shows that, a lot of us, we were like, I was ready to say, what, Rashi, this season we're going to write you off. And then in the summer, hopefully we get rid of you. Again, you can never know, because this man, he's saying that when he comes in, everybody gets a clean slate, right? Everybody gets a clean slate. So if it's a clean slate, it means everybody has a chance to impress. So I hope that with his demeanor, the way he believes he's very good with communicating with the players can pick that up, right? They can pick that up and get that fire in their bellies again, because we were missing that, right? We were missing that sense of fighting and sense of just like, listen, whatever it is, we're not gonna lose, right? And that's something that he has to build in this team of ours, which it's been a disgrace, honestly, for our players, right? So again, people, smash that like, hit that subscribe if you've been done so already, guys. Let's get on TikTok. Let's see if we can get to 1,000 likes, man. Let's get those likes up, right? So let's hope that he can get that going. I'm looking on TV here. I see Jake Paul coming in. man, this fight is gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy, right? So it's gonna be interesting. And also I like that the part where he says on the interview where he said that, listen, I have been a player and I've played in all these different positions, right? He has played into all these different positions. The only position he didn't play was a striker and a goalkeeper. And oh, I see Iron Mike. That's a dope jacket, Iron Mike. Oh man, right? So he has played in all these different positions, so he knows how these players feel. If you don't get picked, he knows how you feel when you're sitting on the bench because he has gone through it, right? So that to me, that was very crucial point because then he can, whenever he tells some of these players, yo, you're not going to start today, you're going to hold bench and all this stuff, he can, he knows how those players are feeling at that point, right? Whenever you're delivering that message, kind of thing. So honestly, I like that. I like that. And I think, another thing is he said he's always going to be honest with the players, right? His management style is going to be like he's going to make sure, first of all, he understands the players from the personal level, and then next he will go to the to the football side of things, right? So, which is again, it's good too because that's what Ruud van Nistelrooy did. The reason why these players wanted him to stay, right? The reason they wanted him to stay is because he developed that relationship with the players, right? And that relationship is one that even Rio was saying, "Yo, for the longest time, Man United has been trying to get a manager who can form a relationship with the players, like a connection, right?" So and Rio was like, so now we have a guy in Rude, and why did we get rid of him, right? But to me, I kind of understood why Amorim did it because listen, you don't want to have someone uh, you know on your back here talking to like saying, oh, you know what? If you mess up, I'm ready here, ready to take over, kind of thing, So I'm glad he did that. That way, he can bring in his own team, right? He brings his own team. That way, he knows loyalty across the board. Everybody's on his page, and also, those the players of ours who sometimes they can kind of down tools, right? They don't have a chance to say, you know what, if I don't like something about Amarin, I can go and talk to Rude, right? And so that outlet is not there, right? The outlet is not there, so it means that now all these players they will have to make sure that the go-to person, I need to go to the gaffer, talk to him, right? If I'm not liking something, I go and talk to him. I don't just think I can go and find a way around him, because you don't want those people to just go and start talking, and next thing you're like, oh, if Rude was there, for example, start talking, and the next thing Rude talks to the board, and it creates this whole mess, right? Which we don't want. He wanted calmness. He wanted his own team that he brought in, backroom stuff, like I think like 5 of them or something. And that is a big deal too for Ineos because those are a lot of people that he's bringing in, and that I think when they talk to him, they're like, "Listen, how can you be successful? We want you as a manager, fine, and we think that you are the right one for the project that we're trying to form, right?" And obviously with Ruben, he was like, "Listen, I don't go anywhere without my crew," right? Which is pretty dope too because he was like, "Yeah, man, I'm all about loyalty," and I'm glad he brought his team. And again, it didn't make sense for Ruud to stay because Ruud doesn't know how Ruben is going to play his 3-4-3 formation or the 3-4-2-1 formation. He doesn't know anything like that. So there was no point of keeping him really. The only reason you would keep him is for one of those like, just because he's a legend of the team, then you will keep him, So, but I'm glad they allowed him they allowed Amorim to say, "Hey, Rude, thank you so much, but we're good from here." I tried a new formation. Oh, Keenan, you did new formation on FC25. You can't do it. Need adjusting. Oh, okay. Listen, I haven't tried it. I was telling you guys for my birthday. I have the FC25. I need to do that. That was on my to do list. And yeah, I want to try that and see how that will work because it'll be interesting. So when you tried it, who was on your back three? Is it Yoro, Delit, Martinez? Because that's what I'm thinking he will go with, right? Now I don't know if Yoro will be fit for. Yes, sir. Okay, okay. Yes, yes, yes. Man, dude, I am so excited for this guy. Like, I'm trying to kind of calm myself down and be like, listen, chill. All right. We haven't kicked the ball yet, but the the whole fan community, Man United fan community, everybody's boosted. For once, we are all aligned until things go haywire, right? Right now, everybody's on giddy. Yeah, man. Everything's it's good. You know, um, with Ruben, of course, with his fashion style, a young guy, 39, yo. So it's crazy. You know what, Keenan? Are you talking about the game today? I meant to watch the highlights. I recorded the game and I meant to watch the highlights, but I didn't. But apparently, did Bruno score? No, did Cristiano score like an overhead kicker or something? I need to check it out. I need to check it out. I'll check out the highlights because I know it's gonna be good times. Kamixi, Ronaldo overhead kick. Oh yeah, also he did score the overhead kick. Okay, nice. I gotta check that, man. Listen, one thing is Ronaldo, he's not slowing down, man. The dude is not slowing down. He's a total complete machine, right? So interesting stuff. Let's go back to this interview. Let's see what else was talking about. But today, of course, the standout quote for today was, he said, from day one, we will start with our identity. Of course, we are going to prepare for games, but we will focus a lot on our game model. All right. So from day one, we're going to start on our identity. All right. Even though, like, listen, we know, like, he's going to start training with the team next week because a lot of the players some of them are on international duty. And this week, some of the players get a short break. So they're chillaxing. And then a lot of them will be coming back maybe Sunday. And then by Monday, we hit the ground running. And by then, obviously, his work permit will be all sorted out, ready to go. So apparently, he says, from day one, we will start with our identity. And he kept on emphasizing on that because a lot of people, they were going at Ten Hag because he lacked identity. He kind of abandoned his plan, right? And again, Amorim also said, like, he's always going to go with what he knows, right? So what he knows is that formation, if it's 3-4-3 or 3-4-2-1, but the back three, that is the identity we're talking about here. All right. He also said, he mentions also the importance of pressing, right? Positioning, all right, and not overwhelming the players with too many details at once, right? Again, important. He says he emphasizes the importance of pressing, positioning, and not overwhelming the players with too many details at once because the system is brand new, right? If the system is brand new, don't try to give him all this stuff, the players, they won't get it. And it could very well be that's what Ten Hag was trying to do, because when it comes to tactics, they always said Ten Hag was a really good tactician and stuff like that. So maybe the players was overwhelmed with stuff and they didn't get it, right? And again, by that statement, it shows that Amorim understands his understanding of transitioning ideas smoothly into the team. Come on, man. This guy is just too smooth, man. I mean, come on. talking about understanding what needs to be done. All right, it's amazing. All right, it's amazing. So and basically that's what we should be expecting, right? And that's what he's going to be doing. Let's see what else we have on this. What he said. Um, Again, what should we expect tactical wise? We know that Amorim's history at Sporting shows us he favors a system built on high intensity, quick ball recoveries, and attacking width. Now, can he implement that at Man United with the current squad? That is the $1 million question. Can he do that? With these players. Honestly, when we talk about intensity, of course, Mason Mount comes to mind for me. Kobe probably can do it. Bruno, of course. Rashi, I think he can. Garnacho. We do have players that can do it. Of course, that Licha. They can give you the intensity. Of course, Manu Gartz. Casemiro, somewhat. Ericsson, I don't think so. When you talk about intensity, Ericsson is not the guy. You know what I mean? He's not the guy. But yeah, so basically that's his game. He usually goes with the system that is built in high intensity, quick ball recoveries, and attacking width. Right? Now, can he implement this? We shall see. Again, who might thrive in this system? We can say that, look, players like Bruno, Alejandro, we know they'll make it. Maybe we may need to bring a few new signings. We shall see, right? Because I'm thinking like Ineos should go like this, man. Give him the authority, just like Arteta had when he came to Arsenal, right? Say, hey, listen, you're gonna come in here, you're gonna try to implement your ball. If these players cannot adhere to what you're trying to do, yeah, feel free to cut them. All right, cut them, and then we'll find a way. And they already said that they're going to put a lot of attention into into the academy, right? Which is when I saw that yesterday, I was like, that's what we want to hear, man, right? Because the academy has ballers out there, like young ballers, where I'm thinking if you bring them young, it means now you can kind of mold them to what you want them to do on the field, right? So I like the fact that they're looking into bringing those kids in, right? So what I'm saying is, if, for example, what these millionaires that we have on the first team, they cannot perform, you know what? Bench them, have them play with the kids, and then bring one of the kids to take their spot. Ruthless, right? You gotta be ruthless, and that is how Ineos has been so far. Is they've been ruthless. See how they did with the coaching staff. They got rid of Ruud, Rene Hake, goalkeeping coach, a whole bunch of backroom stuff at Man United. They're gone, right? They're gone because some of them they've been there forever, and there's no point of keeping them, right? Right now, it's Amorim's time. He comes in with his own crew. All right, they're gonna get us cooking, and this crew is young people, young coaches who can relate to the players, and that is very important too, because it's one of those things that you can't really overlook how important it is when players have connection. You know what I mean? So we shall see, man. We shall see. Let's see what else is on this interview that we saw from today. Let's see. So we know, okay, Amorim's history at Sporting shows us that he favors, we're talking about the intensity, who might thrive in the system. Of course, Bruno, Garnacho, Mason Mount, if he can stay fit, I think Mason Mount will be crucial, right? And again, obviously the formation we're looking at is 3-4-3, right? Will it work? We shall see, all right? It's going to be interesting, man. And of course, he's going to face some challenges. All right, he's going to face some challenges. And one of the main issues Amorim will face is adapting a squad built for multiple systems over the past few years. All right. How quickly can he mold this squad into a cohesive unit? Right. And that is one of the main issues that he's going to face, because throughout the years, we've all played like what, 4-3-4, 4, whatever it is, but we always play with the back four. So the system, these players are mentally, that's what they know. All right. So this new system of 3-4-3 is completely different. How quickly can he get them to, as a group, to cohesively buy into what he's selling? Right. So again, we shall see. Right. I mean, my gosh, there's so much that this guy has to do. I'm like, is everything going to work? I really don't know, but I don't. The thing is, I don't trust our players. I do not trust our players at all. All right. I don't trust them because they really know how to let us down. But I'm thinking also with Ineos, right? They have done their due diligence, right? They have studied to see, okay, why didn't this work? Why Ten Hag didn't work? Why Mourinho didn't work? Why Louis van Gaal did not work? And I'm sure they have seen, okay, the underlying issue or factor is these players, right? So I'm hoping that they allow Amorim to say what it needs to be done with the players, bring in the players that can work his system, and then we take it from there, right? So again, key question is how quickly can these players who have been built in based on some multiple system over the past few years, how quickly can they be molded into a cohesive unit? We shall see. And again, another thing is, will the fans give him enough time? Oh my gosh, yes, time, people. We gotta give him time. We gotta give him time. It's not going to be a quick fix, which we all know, right? It's not going to be a quick fix. We should expect some pains, right? Right now, we think like, okay, this is the bottom we can go with, sitting what, 13th. It could get worse. It could get worse. So we may go lower. I hope we don't. All right. I really hope we don't. But one thing I can say is we need to give him time, right? We need to give him time. And again, United's history with managers like Sir Alex Ferguson has been built on turbulent, and Amorim's journey won't be without hurdles, which we know that. It won't be without hurdles. It's going to be challenging. But, I think, he's the guy, man. I think he can get us there. All right. Obviously, the key fixtures ahead. So, what should we expect from his first few games, and how might they set the tone for the rest of the season? I mean, let's see. What do we have coming up for us? All right. What do we have coming up for us in our key games, guys? Because at the end of the day, we cannot wait to see our guys. Of course, we know that we have Ipswich coming up, right? So we have Ipswich coming up on the 24th. And then the first game of Ruben Amorim's reign at Old Trafford is against Bottle Glint in Europa. And then from there, we go to Everton. Everton come to Man United. So another home game on December 1st. And then, to me, that Arsenal game is the big one, December 4th. So December 4th game is going to be a big one for us, right? Because Arsenal, I think they're going to give us the biggest challenge, right? They're going to give us the biggest challenge. Ipswich, we can kind of skirt through with our new playing style. Bottle Glimt, we should be all right. Right? But Everton, we can probably do our thing. But Arsenal, they're going to give us problems. So, and then after Arsenal, after Arsenal away, we have Nottingham Forest at home. And then Victoria Pisa at away. And then December 15th, we are away at Manchester City. People, imagine the madness if Amorim makes history by beating Man City with two different teams. Oh my gosh, that would be crazy. People will go mad. I'm telling you, right? They'll go mad. So can it happen? I don't know, man. Because again, I don't trust our players. But that's what we're looking at for the games coming up. Obviously, Arsenal game December 4th is crucial. The way I'm looking at it, it's going to be tough to see if you know if the team can already start doing something, right? Um, we shall see. We shall see. So let's see what else we have on this interview. Uh, Again, yeah. So guys, listen. Go ahead and let me know what you guys think about the interview. Did you watch it? Did you get excited? Did you get motivated? Or are you just worried like, yo, this guy, he's gonna fail? Because there's a chance that he may fail, because a lot of really experienced managers have failed, right? But I, I'm hoping that him coming in, he's going to give us a different vibe. And one thing Amrin also said that he believes in the fans. The fans are key because the fans in the stadium, they are the most important thing, because when the fans are behind the team, then it gives the players obviously that much needed emphasis, to keep pushing, keep fighting, right? And but from what he said, that I was also thinking like, listen, at the same token, we also want our players to fight on that field, right? They gotta fight, because as you guys can see, the last game where Amad Diallo, Amad Diallo was going into tackles, running hard. You can see the fans chanting for him because they see the effort, right? And if there's no effort, then you're not really encouraging the fans to keep pushing, right? The fans need to see something on the field, a passion, desire, right? And the fans will reciprocate, right? Even for us who are watching from a million miles away, right? We can be here, we'll be like, going, come on, boys, let's go, like that, because everybody, we're all going to be on the same level, believing that we can achieve something, right? And he acknowledges the importance of our fans, us fans, and how we support the team. And also, he does say, like, listen, everybody's is important in building the team. He did the same with the Sporting. He came to Sporting. They hadn't won anything for like 19 years. He changed the culture there. He built something that it hadn't been done before for 19 years, and then he got him winning. Now, can he do the same thing at Man United? I don't know. And he knows that the Premier League is one of the biggest, the best leagues in the world. So he knows it's not going to be a cakewalk, right? He knows it's not going to be a cakewalk. He knows it's going to be challenging. He knows it's going to be challenged big time, because whenever I look at the Premier League, right, I always imagine it as from the NFL side here in the US, like any given Sunday kind of deal. Like at any given Sunday, you can be beat. All right, you can be beat by anyone. So you got to make sure that you step up and you show up each and every time. All right, you got to show up, or else you'll be humbled on that field. All right. Yeah. So let's see. I see that in other news, apparently, I did not know this. It is happy birthday, Nasir Mazraoui. It's Mazraoui's birthday today, people. That's what's up. Mazraoui is, to me, our signing of this. I don't know if it's a century. What, man? It's just crazy, right? What a ball! What a signing for us, especially if we paid less than 15 million for him. It's a steal. It is a steal. So, Ruben Amorim again. I'm checking on X here some of the some of the quotes and tweets, whatever. He's saying Ruben Amorim got to know the Old Trafford pitch and gave his first interview, since joining Man United, which that's what we saw. Ruben Amorim said, I think I think all the people are hungry for success, and I feel that this is the place that I want to be also because of that. All right. Because you can be part of something special. Right. So he knows he's part of something special. All right. If he can get this team cooking. All right. So it's, I mean, it's just, I'm excited. I am pumped. Um, and again, it says here that I will try to do everything to put this club into the place that it belongs. Come on, dude. You know, the man knows we do not belong to be 13th, right? He knows that. So he says, I will try to do everything to put this club into the place where it belongs. I hope you succeed, sir. I hope you succeed. A lot have tried and a lot have failed, but I'm optimistic that it's the dawn of a new era, right? And this guy, you know, he's gonna. I think he's gonna be able to do something different for us. So let's see what else we got going on here. So another quote from Ruben Amorim. There's a whole bunch of quotes. He's saying, like, I think you will see an idea. All right, we're talking about his from the first game. I know he said, I think will you see an idea, you could like it or not. Again, he's keeping it real. Whatever idea you're gonna see on that field, you may like it or you may not. Okay, so but he says, I don't know, but you will see an idea, you will see a positioning, you will see something that we want to reach that kind of level. You will feel that. So, all right, Ruben. All right, Ruben. All right, all right. Listen, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Let's go. All right. Let's see what else we have going on. I keep one eye on that fight, Barrios versus Ramos. It looks like a good fight. So Ruben Amorim on his football vision, guys. What's his vision? Okay, so his vision is this: one word, team. Okay, the team is the most important thing for me. If you work as a team, then the talent individually is going to shine. All right, but if I have to explain the importance of everything, it is the character, the way we fight, the way we play, and we must have an identity. Listen, man, there you go. That's what our new gaffer is saying. All right. We must have an identity. Right. And that is very important because we know, like right now, when you look at, if somebody told you uh, CD is not coached by Pep, if you look at the ball, you'd be like, yo, that looks like Pep ball. Back then with the Liverpool, same thing. You look at the way they play, the way they're pressing and all that. Oh, that's Klopp ball right there, right? So we need an identity, right? So we need to see something where you look at it. Oh, that's Amorim ball right there. How Man United is rolling, even without knowing that we're being coached with Amorim. So I think that is pretty pretty important from the get go, and I'm glad that he's putting a lot of emphasis into that, right? Right. So which we shall see. Let's see. Yeah. So again, good stuff. Let's see what else. I think is again. Ruben Amorim said the first thing he wants to say to the fans is I am really honored to be here. Right. It was my only choice. You could feel how big the club is. I will do everything to win. My manager, man. No manager again, head coach. What else did he say? But again, other coaches say, yeah, you see the moments, basically the tragedy, the history, and after the crash, we were European champions, right? The players have to feel that this is Man United. When you go a lot of years without winning, like us, we haven't won the Premier League for the longest time. When you go a lot of years without winning, you miss that. So we have to be clear in our message. So basically, he did that tour through the history of Man United and stuff. So he's saying now he would want his players to go through the history again. That way they can remember what it means to be a Man United player, what it means to put on that jersey, right? What it means to fight, right? And that's something that a lot of our players missed, right? So to get him back there, we shall see if that is possible, because these players obviously they either lack that or miss that or don't know about that, right? Rasta Stocks, what's going on, my man? Good to see you. All right. Ruben Amorim is saying we are prepared to cope with the demands that come with playing for Man United. All right. So he says we're prepared for that, people. So we shall see. From day one, we're going to see his style of play. All right. He says you may like it or you may not, but he's going to show us that, which is really good to see. You'll see it again. He says you will see an idea. You may like it or you may not. That's what it is, my man. And he says again, since day one, we have to start with our identity. Okay, we have to focus on our game model: how to press, how to pass, how to run. My first goal is identity. Listen, man, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, and that's something that he was always, a lot of people were going at Ten Hag and all this stuff because we lacked identity. All right, so guys, listen, we're gonna end it here because in a few minutes, I'm gonna be back so we can watch this Tyson Paul fight. All right, so please come back, and we can catch up again. All right, people. But I wanted to get the Amorim first interview out of the way before we jump into boxing. All right, people. Good to see you all. All right, I'll see you all in a little bit. Peace out.